Hi, boys and girls. I miss you so much. I really enjoy getting to see your photos you're sending me. I've seen photos of my friends watching the video. I've seen photos of you working. I've seen photos of you holding up your shapes that you went and found in your house. And it makes me so happy. I wish we were together. Today, we're going to have to do another online lesson for math. So, I'm going to make the PowerPoint bigger. Let's remember we're learning about 3D shapes, right? Three-dimensional shapes. We know a three-dimensional shape, you can measure how tall it is, how long it is, and how wide it is. 3D shapes are real. They're solid, so you can touch it or you can hold them, right? Okay, we've already learned about a sphere. What about this one? And a cube. Great job. We know that a sphere is round. It's round, it's curved, it does not have any flat surfaces, and it does not have any vertices, right? We also learned about a cube. A cube kind of looks like a square, right? But it has 6 flat surfaces. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the bottom, 6. And it has 8 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We were talking yesterday about how it has 6 flat surfaces and 8 vertices, and that's not the same number. Remember, 3D shapes are tricky. When we did 2D shapes like a square, it had the same number of sides and vertices. But for 3D shapes, it might have a different number because they're tricky, solid objects. Today, we're going to learn about a new 3D shape. Before we begin, please go get your green Go Math workbooks and a pencil. If you need to pause the video, you can. When you're ready, go ahead and click play. Okay, if you're watching, that means you're ready to go. The next shape we're learning about is called a cylinder. This is a cylinder here. Can you say cylinder? Good job. And this is kind of tricky because when I hear the word cylinder, I hear s, s. But if I look, cylinder starts with a C, not an S, and a C makes the sound k, right? So it's tricky, I know. Cylinder starts with the letter C, cylinder. Here's a cylinder if you look over down at the bottom where I am, here's a real life cylinder. This is what it looks like on the top. This is what it looks like from the front. This is what it looks like from the bottom. And if I spin it, that's what it looks like. And you know what? It doesn't have holes on the bottom. I think somebody must have poked this with their pencil. I found a better one. There we go. All right. Okay, let's see how we can describe a cylinder. All right. A cylinder is a 3D shape. It's 3-dimensional. That means we can measure how tall it is, how long it is, and how wide it is. A cylinder is curved. If you look over on the top, it has a big circle on the top here and a circle on the bottom here. We know circles are curved, right? So if we look from the front or at the top, that's what it looks like, right? If we look on the bottom, it's curved and round, and that's what it looks like, right? A cylinder has 2 flat surfaces or 2 flat sides. So if we look, this is flat, right? I can lay it here. And this is flat. Side number 2 is flat. I can lay it here. So it has 2 flat surfaces, one over here and one over here on the bottom. I know you're looking at it and you're thinking, why isn't this flat? Well, if I turn it sideways, it just rolls off because it's round. See, from the front, it's round. It's not flat. This part's flat, and this part's flat. So 1, 2 flat surfaces. Okay, we are going to look at some real live cylinders. So if you look at this shape here, the blue one that I'm pointing to here, let's look at the top. Let's see if it has two flat surfaces, because that's how we describe a cylinder. Oh, that's flat there. Let's see if we can lay it down on that side. There's one. What about this side? Two. Yep. One, two. Two flat surfaces. Now, remember, this part is not flat here. If I turn it, we see it's not flat, it's round, right? So it only has one flat surface on the bottom and one flat surface on the top. Let's look at this one. Here's a flat surface here, one, and there's one on the bottom, two. If I keep going, you could see through this one, and it's round and curved. So two flat surfaces, and it's curved and round. It's a cylinder. Ooh, this is something you would play with at the beach or maybe at the park and put sand in it. It's a bucket. Let's see if a bucket has two flat surfaces. One on the top. Yep, I could lay it down on the top, right? And one on the bottom. That's two flat surfaces. If I turn it this way, we just look at it. It's nice and round and curved, so we know that that makes it a cylinder. This one's kind of tricky. All right, we're going to play a game. Beep, beep, beep. Let's play. Which objects are a cylinder? Okay, so if we look at the shapes down here, we see a glass, a mug, a can, and a dice. We know cylinders have two flat surfaces, and if we turn it sideways, it's round and curved, right? Okay, so this one's kind of tricky, so I'm going to make myself a little bit bigger, and I actually got these objects from my house to show you. Oops, I'm going to make, oh no, I disappeared. Let me see if I can find myself. I don't know where I went. 1 second. Oh, there I am. Okay, thank you for waiting. Don't look at the answers. Okay. All right, so I'm going to use the first one, glass cup. And here I have a glass cup. Okay, so let's look and see if it has two flat surfaces. So I know I can lay a flat surface down on my hand. So it has one flat surface here at the bottom. Let's see if it has one here. Two flat surfaces. Good. If I look at it sideways, is it round and curved? Yeah, so it must be a, cylinder. Good job. Okay, let's look at the next one. A mug. And this one has a minion on it. Okay, let's see if a mug has two flat surfaces and if it's round. Ready? I know I can lay a flat surface on my hand, so one flat surface there. Two flat surfaces, and let's look at it from the side. Is it round and curved? Yep, so it must be a cylinder. Last one, a can. All right, let's see if it has two flat surfaces and if it's round. I can lay a flat surface on my hand. One flat surface here, two flat surfaces, and is it round and curved? Yes, so must be a cylinder. Last one is a dice. I don't have a dice with me, but we know a dice has 6 sides and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vertices. That's not a cylinder. That's a cube. Doesn't work. Good job. All right. Okay. My favorite part. Can you find a cylinder? Go look around your house and see if you can find a cylinder. Okay? I'm going to go find one too. I already found some. I'll be right back. counting. Okay, I'm back. All right, let's see what I found. Okay, the first thing that I found was this giant thing right here. This is called a foam roller. So sometimes when your muscles get really sore, you roll your muscles out on this, and it's good for your body. All right, so this is really big. I can't even fit in the camera. But this is a cylinder because it has two flat sides, one up here and one right here. If I lay it on the floor next to me, it sits flat on the floor, and if I turn it sits flat on the floor there. And if I look at it sideways, it's round and curved, so it must be a cylinder. All right, the next thing I found is a candle. A candle is a cylinder. It has one flat surface on the bottom and one flat surface on the top. I can lay it down flat. If I look at it this way, it's round and curved. And the last thing I found, but sometimes can't find at the store, is a paper towel roll. It's flat on the bottom and flat on the top. If I look at it this way, it's round and curved. So this is a cylinder too. All right, what I want you to do is find a cylinder at your house and take a picture and upload it to Class Dojo on your portfolio under math. Okay, so you're going to take whatever you found. If you found 2 things, you could take a picture of 2 things. If you found 3 things, 4 things, 5 things, whatever you want. And you're going to take a picture with whatever you found, and you're like this. And you're going to put it on Class Dojo, okay? So have mom and dad help you. All right, let's get into our math lesson. So we are going to open our workbooks up, and it should look like this one here. I'm going to make it a little bit big. Oh. Okay. All right. And it should look like this one here. I'm going to plug my computer in so it doesn't die. All right, I'm ready to go. Okay, when you open up your workbook, you should be on this page here, right? Your Post-it or your bookmark should be on this page here. This is page number 425. You can ask mom and dad for help if you lost it. And it's got the orange square around it. Okay? Let's see the title of our lesson.
Identify, name, and describe cylinders. Essential question. How can you identify, name, and describe cylinders?
Okay, so we already talked about cylinders. We know how to describe them. They have 2 flat surfaces, and they're round and curved, right? On this side of our map it says
cylinder.
Cylinder. Go ahead and take your pencil. Let's underline the word cylinder. This is where we're going to put objects that are cylinders or shapes that are cylinders. Let's look at the next side over here. This side says, take a guess. What do you think it says?
Not a cylinder.
Not a cylinder. So put a big X. Uh-oh, those are not a cylinder. Okay, so I'm going to hold up some shapes to the camera, and you're going to tell me if it's a cylinder or not. Ready? Is this a cylinder? Does it have 2 flat sides, and is it curved and round? Well, it's curved and round, but does it have 2 flat surfaces? No. So a sphere is not a cylinder. So on the side that says not a cylinder, draw your sphere. To draw a sphere, we do a circle with a little curve to make it look 3D. Next shape. Is this a cylinder? Does it have 2 flat surfaces? Well, it has one there. What about here? Oh, nope. So it doesn't have 2 flat surfaces. But it is round, but it doesn't have 2 flat surfaces. This is actually a cone. So let's draw a cone on the side that says cylinder or not a cylinder. Not a cylinder. To draw your cone, draw a circle or an oval and a point at the bottom. That is not a cylinder. What about this shape? Is this a cylinder? Does it have two flat surfaces? Let's see. 1, 2. Is it curved and round? Oh, must be a cylinder. So on the side that says cylinder, let's draw it. Draw an oval, which is a squished circle, and 3 lines, 1 down, 1 across, and 1 back up. Kind of looks like a cup. All right, last shape. Is this a cylinder? Well, I see flat surfaces, right? It has at least 2 flat surfaces. Is it round and curved? No, this is actually a cube, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and draw a cube in the side that says not a cylinder. To draw a cube, remember we start with a square. And then in the middle of the square, we draw another square that goes really low. And we connect our vertices. Connect there, connect there, connect there, and connect there. If I'm moving too fast for you, you can pause the video and draw your shape. I don't want to make the video too long though, okay? So I'm going to erase what I have. If you need to pause and draw, you can pause and draw. Keep your work, please. Okay, we're going to turn to the next page. So take your poster or your bookmark, whatever you're marking your pages with, and let's flip so that it looks like this. Find red apple number 1. Over here, we're going to
share and show.
Share and show. This object, or this 3D shape, is a
cylinder.
Cylinder, right? We know it's a 3D shape because we can measure how tall, long, and wide it is, and it's solid or real life. We can touch it. Okay, we have to find the words that describe a cylinder. Is this a word to describe a cylinder? Let's listen.
Flat surface.
Can you describe a cylinder as having a flat surface? Yeah, right? Flat surface up here and flat surface down here. So let's go ahead and circle that. We can use that word. What about this word? Can you use this word to describe?
Curved surface.
Curved surface. Does it have a curve? Yes. Oh, so there's 2 answers on this one. All right, circle this one too. This works too. Good job. Go ahead and find yellow sun number 2 and put your finger on it. Make sure you're looking at your book. Okay, that is a picture of a cylinder there, some sort of toy maybe. Okay, when you're looking at your cylinder, we need to find how many flat surfaces. Blank flat surfaces. We need to put a number here. So how many flat surfaces? Well, let's look. I see 1 up here and 1 down here. So we know a cylinder has 2 flat surfaces. Great job. Okay, go ahead and keep your work. I need to erase mine. Take your Post-it. We're going to move on to the next page. Find green leaf number 3 and put your finger on it. All right, we are going to identify the shapes that are shaped like a cylinder. So finding the shapes that look like a cylinder, and we're going to put X marks the spot. So put on your safari caps. Let's go on a hunt. We're looking for cylinders. Let's look at the top shelf up here. I see a can of tuna. Is a can of tuna a cylinder? Does it have 2 flat surfaces? Well, let's see. 1 up here, yep, and 1 down here. And is it round? If I took the can of tuna and I turned it this way, would it be round? Yes, so let's put X marks the spot. If you have a can of tuna at home, you can go look at it and see. It is a cylinder. What about a basketball? A basketball's round and curved, right? But does it have two flat surfaces? No, so leave it alone. All right, what about this box? Is that a cylinder? No, that's a cube. We learned about that yesterday, right? Because it has 6 flat surfaces and it's not round. It doesn't have any curves. So leave it alone. What about this can of tennis balls? So it looks like it's probably a tube that you put tennis balls in, and then you can carry the tennis balls and go to the park or something and play with them. So this is a can, or a can of tennis balls. So let's see, is it a cylinder? It has to have 2 flat surfaces and a curve. Let's see if it has flat surfaces. One on the top, one on the bottom. If I took the can and I turned it this way, do you think it would be round? It would be kind of like this. If I took it like this and I turned it this way, is it round and curved? Yeah, so that's a cylinder. X marks the spot. Next one is a box. Is a box a cylinder? No, that's a cube. Leave it alone. What about this pyramid over here? It's a marble pyramid. Is that it could be a candle. I don't really know what it is. Is that a cylinder? Is it round and curved? Do you see any round curvedness to it? I don't. No, that's actually a pyramid. So leave it alone. Let's look on the bottom shelf here. What about this orange? I saw somebody take an orange and they sent a picture with their orange. It was Valerie. Valerie sent a picture of an orange, but she didn't send it for cylinder. She sent it for sphere, because an orange is a sphere. So, not a cylinder. Leave it alone. We only want the ones that are cylinders. What about this can here? That's tricky. Well, let's see. Does it have 2 flat surfaces? One over here and one over here. And the rest is curved, right? It's like this. It's sitting like this on the shelf. Has a flat surface here and a flat surface here, and it's round. So yeah, that's a cylinder. Last one, this megaphone, something you would yell through. Is that a cylinder? Does it have 2 flat surfaces? It has one here, but I don't see a flat surface here. It looks like a point, right? Kind of looks like this shape here. That one doesn't work, so leave it alone. All right, I'm going to erase my work. And let's go ahead and flip to the next page. Last page, put your finger on blue flower number 4. And it's mystery shape time, so I'm going to give you a hint. You have to find the shape. Some of you probably already know the answer, and that's okay. What if I'm going to trick you? You have no idea. Okay, here's your hints. I have 2 flat surfaces. Put an X. That marks a spot. Is it this shape here or this shape here? It's this one here. It's a cylinder. Good job. X marks the spot. Ooh, that was a crazy X. Okay. All right. Our last question is purple butterfly number 5. Put your finger on purple butterfly number 5. We're going to draw what we know about a shape that's a cylinder. So let's just draw a cylinder. We're going to draw an oval to start, right? A squished circle. And we're going to draw 3 lines, one down, one across, and one back up. And that makes it a cylinder. It has a flat surface on the top, flat surface on the bottom, and it's also curved and round. And that's how we know things or objects are a cylinder, right? Great job. Okay, keep all your work. I have to erase mine. Let's flip to the next page so we can get it ready for tomorrow. Actually, I think for next week. I believe there's no math lesson on Friday. Okay, So should be purple page. Go ahead and put your Post-it or your bookmark on the purple page so you're ready to go. Don't forget to go around your house. And find objects that are shaped like a cylinder and take a picture and put it on your dojo portfolio, okay? You also need to do your other tasks that are on dojo. So you need to go on iReady Math and iReady Reading. I would do it right now, okay? And I will see you tomorrow for a different lesson. I don't think we're going to have math tomorrow. So I will see you in the next video. I missed you so much. Bye.